No, I've been actually doing really well. This, whole purpose is to prove that I'm not actually editing anything. I'm not actually, having any difficulty. Then let's try to actually go back to the previous one. I don't really have any difficulty. Let's try to see how I would have performed with any random selection. I've never watched this one. I've never actually watched any of them. Don't fucking try to say that I've already seen this. This is my first time to ever watch this. I had no previous experience. I've never actually tried it before. Behind the closed door, I've already actually memorizing this. That's not really the case. I've never actually visited it. If you ever check out my fan history or any type of vegetation records, you might actually check that out. My vlog can truly speak for the innocence of mine. Whitney Houston? Madonna, okay. Bruce Springsteen. President Donald Trump was about to be sued by him. Let it go. Let it go. Let it be. 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 What is that? Oh, Rolling Stones. Okay, you're doing really well. Getcha, getcha, getcha. Oh. Blondie. One way or another. I'm gonna getcha, getcha, getcha. But I never know their name. He doesn't even know what pop music is. He's so performing well. Christmas. Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Was it a Jodie Foster? Lint. Oh, shit. Oh my god, it was a Jodie Foster. Pearl Harbor, okay. Oh my gosh, she's my favorite. Rosh Hashanah? Yom Kippur. Oh, shit. The penitential, the contrition day. The foyer. I don't. The Memorial Day. I don't know. Father's Day. This guy is so fucking funny. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I love her. If I were a lesbian, I would have definitely had a huge crush on her. Queen Elizabeth too? No, Queen Elizabeth one. Victoria. Okay. Whoa, she's so smart. I know. I love her. She speaks a perfect French, and she's really smart. She actually went to Yale. The Spanish War? World War One. Diplomat? Jefferson. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love her. She's so pretty. Jim Harden, who really loves the higher taxes. Steve Darden. Now, who loves really hard taxes? Higher taxes, habitation. I don't really need to think about it. I'm really median. Anyone who watches this one can actually say that. As long as I know the answer, I'm really super quick. If you think about it, please do not impeach him and how quickly I can actually react to it. It's not really something everyone is laughing. I just actually got what that means. That's really the reason I'm actually bursting out laughter. I'm not lying. If you ever watched that one, no one would actually deny that. I'm really quiet. My perception is just like, in the League of American People. I'm not faking. I've never actually watched it. I never realized that Jodie Foster, one of the cerebral lady, one of the most cerebral lady in Hollywood. She's there. I never knew that. This is my first time to see it. Oh, this is really something that I've never even watched it. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I my Ever since, you know, when she appeared on Taxi Driver, I was just so into it. I was so damn fucking into her. Attila Hun. Genghis. Livingston? Livingston? He's making all sorts of. Oh my god, Livingston! Hey, yay, yay, yay! Oh my gosh. Marilyn Monroe. She's so pretty. Woody Allen. Cedar Chavez. Martin Sheen. Charlie Sheen's father. Sofia Coppola's father. Nicolas Cage. Aurora Show? I don't know. Tony Curtis. Google Eye. Mm-hmm. La Dida. Bimbo. Kidnap. Whoop-de-doo-de-doo. I wanted to say the etc. just like her. Central Intelligence Agency. Hawaii? 60 years. Philadelphia? New York? Philadelphia, okay. Even actually, Jodie Foster graduated from Yale. She's so smart. The Amber lady didn't get it. Please cut me some slack. Fuck, Celeste Crow. Greatest savings and service. Greatest savings and service. Finland. Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels. All those. Fargo. Victor Hugo. She's a francophone. Walden. Walden. Oh, I used to know it. Fort Worth. Florida. Mm-hmm. Shakespeare in Love. Gwyneth Paltrow. She actually, you know, made out with Harvey Weinstein to get that. Matrix. Yay! Harry Kuba Jr. Wrestling. Oh, who's that waiting for Godot? Who's that waiting for Godot? I've been actually thinking about that. Eugene. Oh no. Arthur Miller, no. Bernard Shaw, no. Oh. Because I just today actually saw that and went to mimic the one as a Godot. And I was thinking, oh, you've been talking about the waiting for the Godot? Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of his name. Arthur Miller. Can I have a little bit of... I mean, I got it. I didn't get it. I was wrong. But I want to think about it. What's his name? Waiting for Godot. It starts with S or... Let me actually remove someone unnecessary. Bernard Shaw. George or Arthur Miller. Or... Ionesco, no. Oh. I don't know. Shiverith or what? Samuel Beckett. Samuel Beckett! Shut. Homer. Sure. Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway. Oh, Walton is my favorite. Yo-yo? Oh, hello. Troopers? Cavalry. Tampering? A train. A train. Mm-hmm. Baguette. Baguette. Duck. A duck. Enter auf Deutsch. But technically, chemin de fer is really train. If you ever ask, grab any Frenchy person, métro is not really dodo boulot métro. Chemin de fer is a really outdeutscher. It's really road of a railroad. It's steel rail, metal road. Chemin de fer. That means in a general train network system, we call, not really we, but those Frenchy folks actually call chemin de fer. Columbia. Charleston, okay. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I love her. If I were a lesbian, then I want to definitely follow her. Whooping cough. Whooping. No, tuberculosis, no. Yay, genau. Oh, she's cute. Sofa, long couch. Jet? But in English, it's a she's lounge. But you know, that's a long sofa. I thought that you should never repeat the same word. I don't know. French touch. Alice? Oh, Prince. Oh my god, streetcar and then a streetcar named Desire. Miller. Oh, Postman never rings twice. No, that's a different person. Elia. No, streetcar named Desire. Named Desire. Let me actually remove someone. Arthur Miller. No, Arthur Miller, no. What's that? Samuel Beckett. Oh, I used to really remember. When I was in the States, I actually roam around the bookstores quite often. But now it's really kind of foregone. Lorraine Haynes, Arthur Miller, Eugene O'Neill. I don't really remember. Tennessee Williams. Oh, yeah, right. Tennessee Williams. Ah, shoot. I used to remember them. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. 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 Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. Stevenson. The author is Stevenson. Famous ships. Ah, Tennessee Williams. Right. I'm not lying. Charles Barkley, Martha Stewart. Barnard graduate, Martha Stewart. Listen, you know what? I'm going to teach you about the, coffer. How to actually save it to my children in my school. Those students, they're going to actually learn it as a classmate. How to actually, save on it. How to actually spend less money on anything. To be creative. Tiebreaker is somebody who actually somehow scores more to actually tip up the scales. Dumbest answer ever before. I'm not picking out anything. I just want to have a full episode. I'm not picking out anything. Please give me the full episode. That's all I'm asking. Full episode. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. Dolce Gusto cold brew. I read it. Dolce Gusto cold brew. Nescafe. Where else? I don't need to think about it. I actually read everything. Because I read something in English faster. You want to see? Dolce Gusto. Nescafe. Iced coffee. Capsule. I don't really need to. Excuse me, I really need a cold brew. Kate Couric. I really read English faster than in Korean. I'm not crazy. I always answer something much faster. I've never watched it. I never real. Up until this moment, I had no idea my favorite Jodie Foster was actually, a part of Jeopardy. I never knew that. That was completely my first time. And if you ever actually grab any type of, French people, chemin de fer is a road of steel and metal. That means what? It's an iron road, railroad. Well, technically more like iron. Yeah. Sidérurgie is steel. Sidérurgie. That's a train, a rail system in general in the country. There's a little flow in it. You can actually grab any American people to ask that. National Public Radio. I'm not lying. Excuse me. You know what? Any French people actually say the chemin de fer refers to railroad. But I've never watched it. Even if I had watched it, that would not be done within the 1 year. Transparent. Exactly.
In 2009, Steven Soderbergh was off the team and Bennett Miller was up to bat as director of this brand.
Moneyball. Moneyball.
Justin, what is Moneyball?
Exactly.
For this 1939 fantasy classic, Victor Fleming replaced George Cukor.
I don't know.
Seth, what is The Wizard of Oz? Yes. Director's cut 600. The original director of this 1977 classic about weekends at the disco was forced to boogie away.
Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Fever. Saturday Night Fever, I got it. John Travolta.
The whiskers don't do the shocking on the electric
Catfish.
This fish, it has specialized bioelectric organs.
Catfish.
Seth, what is a catfish, correct? Electricity.
Excuse me.
Current in fluids has these charged atoms going in opposite directions, depending on if they're positive or negative.
Electric current?
Or ions.
Ions.
Electricity for 6, please. Luigi Galvani got a dead frog to twitch by touching metal to these during an electrical storm.
Thundering rod. Rod?
Touch the nerves.
Nerves.
Electricity for 8, please. Many car batteries use a solution of sulfuric acid and water called this, also what Gatorade tries to replenish.
Ionized drinks.
Justin, or electrolyte. Yeah. Electricity for 1,000. Rubber casings around copper wiring act as one of these retardants of electricity. Seth?
Neutrons?
Insulin? That's it.
Insulators.
English muffins for 200. Lean Canadian bacon and English muffins are key ingredients of this McDonald's staple.
Burger?
Justin was an egg McMuffin.
McMuffin.
Foodandwine.com suggests a Caesar salad employing the English muffin's crunchiness.
Crouton. Crouton.
Justin, what is crouton? Crouton.
I love Caesar salad. Crouton.
Dish made with English muffins isn't named for an American traitor, but rather a Delmonico's patron. Kelly.
Eggs Benedict. Oh, I love Eggs Benedict with the poached egg.
Scott Anthony Mann
Poached egg.
this 1960 gladiator epic and found young Stanley Kubrick to replace him.
I don't know.
Seth, what is Spartacus? Yes.
Sparkus. Oh, I missed it. Oh, Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth in New York. They offer the best at Bennett.
This brand of English muffin. Justin, what is Thomas?
Thomas, I didn't know that. Nook and Cranny. Every Nook and Cranny.
Treat with a 7-letter name is basically an English muffin, though often served whole, not split. Justin, what is a
Crumpet. Crumpet. Sexually very attractive lady called crumpets. Not me. A sexually very attractive lady like Marilyn Monroe would be called a crumpets.
Texas Kelly was just heard in the commercial very Sunday. Boating, going to the beach, is this Savannah's right? Teacher who wears pink. I made the mistake of wearing pink once to class.
I made a mistake, by wearing pink inside the class once. I actually made a mistake, we're going to my class to teach while wearing a pink shirt. I made a mistake, when I actually went to school wearing a pink as a teacher to teach my kids.
Original director Philip Kaufman had creative differences with this final director of The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Martin Scorsese?
Yes.
Clint Eastwood.
Who wrote it for 2? Prince Les Scott.
I don't know.
Seth, who is Anne Rice? Yes.
In Rice.
NPR for 400. Good news may make you turn these with joy. Where this time is hand springs. Seth, who wrote it for 400? Naked Lunch. Justin, who is
Lee Child?
yes?
Uh,
Who wrote it for 6? The Screw Tape Letters. Seth, who is C.S. Lewis? Good.
yes,
Who wrote
Louis.
300? Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, I know.
Who is
Truman Capote. Capot. Truman Capote. In Cold Blood.
Rumblefish. And that was then, this is now.
Oh, who's that? Oh, that was then, this is now. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Oh, I swear to God, I know this person. Rumblefish. Davy Foster? Oh, let me think about Davy Foster. No, Rumblefish. Rumblefish, this is then. Oh my gosh, I really know this person. Can you guys give me a little hint? I don't know. Rumblefish. Oh my gosh, I really know him. I don't know. Essie Hinton.
Cooks and nannies for 2, please. Elin Nordegren went from nannydom into marriage, and then
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
war settlement.
Tiger Woods.
Justin, who's Tiger Woods? Right. Cooks and nannies for 4, please. Unscrupulous 19th century financiers like James Fisk were
Barron. Robert Barron.
these
pooping. Time out. You've been actually called out to be scolded. Oh, time out. Go out. Sit down on the chair to think about what you had done wrong, baby.
Ironically, a lawman is carrying the weapon that gave this gangster his nickname.
Al Capote. Machine Gun Kelly. Okay.
Crooks and names for 1,000, please. Maria Borello is nanny to these two royals who live in a big palace.
Harry and William.
Just what, George and Charlotte? Yes.
Oh, George and Charlotte.
You have 6.
Back then, I thought that back then.
The movie's director of photography.
Because she had, 3 children. She had cinematographer.
This small island nation is the largest port in Southeast Asia. Seth, what is Singapore?
Singapore. Because now Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, has 3 children, so they said 2. So I thought that back then Diana had. Because sometimes they brought, old issue. I'm not lying. Everything is written in a present tense, or, even they actually said it to and need to disguise any type of hint in it. I'm not lying. But to tell the truth, when I watched it, I got this. I kind of remember long ago. But now she has, I'm not lying, she has 3 children, so that's really the reason for 2. Oh, wait a second, 2? And just because of it. Because many of, passive things, to hide any type of hint, they actually put it in a present tense, unless this is about history. Everything is written in the present tense. I'm not lying, it was not my fault. Manners makes comfort. It's really easy. Manners makes comfort. It's exactly the same thing. But I'm not lying. This is not really a problem. Excuse me. I remember I added last time, but the thing is, sometimes, many things are written. Even actually, that was, back then, this was really the present tense, I'm not lying. It's not really the problem. I swear to God, can I actually come up with the answer? And if you ever actually think that, everything was written in the past tense to actually denote, the actual event that happened long ago, that's not true. That's so not true. I can actually bring it. But she said 2 kids. But, we had 3 different kids. It's not me actually being wrong. That's not true. I'm not really wrong. That's really crazy. That's not my mistake. That's not my mistake. See, this is not really the currently happening event, but still written and gets this job. Prime Minister? But that's not really the actual present event. Opposition.
Unlike in the United States, you can vote in Canada even while living in these, like the
Prison.
federal one. Seth, what is it, territory? No.
Prison.
Prison, yes. Elections in Canada for 16. In a 2014 provincial election, Philippe Couillard and the Liberals beat Pauline Marois and the PQ, or Parti des. Seth, what was
Québécois.
Elections in Canada 2000. Gallop to this term for federal election districts. They don't have numbers, but names like Madawaska Restigouche. Those are the ridings.
I actually changed my answer because, I really know that she has 3 children. That was really the reason. Alexandria? Cairo, okay.
Obviously, in no need of fertile land, Haakon IV of this country gained sovereignty over Greenland and Iceland.
Denmark?
Was Denmark? No. Seth, is Norway? That's the
Norway, okay.
Lucky 13th century, 400. The Louvre sees a new sense of humanity in a work by Cimabue, whom it credits with the rebirth of painting in this country. Seth, what is Italy? See it? Lucky 13th, 1600. By the 1270s, this Dominican saint was summing up the religious thought of his time in the Summa Theologica.
Thomas Aquinas.
Who is Thomas Aquinas? Right. Lucky 13th for 2000. In 1258,
Tutor. The tutor.
Justin, was the Capation? That's it.
The Capation.
Few words for 4, please. Wheals of urticaria are this itchy skin condition.
Rash.
Kelly?
Eczema.
Hives.
Hives.
Quadcopters being all the rage, ESPN now airs the DRL, or This Racing League.
Buzzing race.
Seth, what is
Drone. Oh, I was so close. Buzzing is a drone.
Zeus and friends ate ambrosia and drank this.
Royal jelly. Bees. Nectar.
These words, by definition, are in vogue and culturally.
Buzzing. Buzzing.
A Ronnie is one of these.
Queen bee. But that is still written in present tense. To actually deceive a people. Hartford? New Haven. Okay. Oh, well, Yale
In 1718,
is.
it was ceded to Spain in 1763, ceded to France in 1800, and sold to the
Louisiana.
United States in 1803.
Louisiana.
Justin was New Orleans. Good.
New Orleans.
Same
It's a city. Oh, the category. You have to see the category, stupid. Sometimes, Americans actually do that same mistake. They're so engorged. You always, the other people always. Do Dallas.
New cities for 16 minutes. An annual Moby Dick Marathon takes place at this Massachusetts city's Whaling Museum. Seth,
Boston, Bedford. I don't really read a Korean. But even actually, American people actually do the same mistake. I don't really read it. What are they doing? Excuse me, I don't actually hear this kind of message. I don't understand what the fuck they're saying. But the problem is, American people actually do the same thing. If you ever actually watch, Jeopardy, many Americans are actually having category mistakes because they kind of actually got carried away by this thinking. That's not my own thing. You're going to actually see this tonight with me together because, if you're actually watching many episodes, even Jeopardy champions, they actually say, no, I made a category mistake. It's a really common mistake amongst the Jeopardy people. I don't really actually hear anything.
New cities 2000. Founded in 1639, this Rhode Island town flourished thanks to its excellent.
Province.
Was Newport.
Duport. Okay.
Technical bylaws for 4 minutes. He conjured up the entry on Conjuring for the 1926 edition, same year as his untimely death.
Oh, Harry Houdini.
Bylines for 8, please. Noted anarchist Prince Peter Alexeyevich Kropotkin wrote a 19th century entry on this capital.
Moscow?
Justin, what is St. Petersburg?
Or St. Moscow.
Kelly? Moscow, yes. No poser. Tony Hawk busted out the rad entry on this. Justin was skateboarding.
Skateboard. Can you believe it? This guy actually St. Petersburg, St. Petersburg is really the actual capital.
Stated that Vernal Falls was famous for its afternoon rainbows. Seth, who's Muir? John Muir, correct.
These are really smart people who actually survived. He's champion.
To write the entry on South Africa's 1995 Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Justin was Desmond Tutu.
Desmond Tutu. Oh my gosh.
Nobody knows in America, Puerto Rico's in America. Seth, what is West Side Story? Yes. 800. Sad to say, your dream is not the kind of dream I'd like to get. Pharaoh has it in for you.
The Prince of Egypt.
Justin was Aida. No.
The Prince of Egypt.
Zephyr Kelly. What is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor?
Oh, shows up an amazing technical wrinkle.
There are 2 clues left on the board after this one. You deal with this by yourself.
You know what? Even actually a very smart American just actually made a serious mistake. His capital. He said St. Petersburg. You think that he would not know Russia's capital is Moscow? Because if you were really solving the question, there are many Americans who are actually really, indeed, there are Americans who are making category mistakes. That's really kind of bizarre to thinking that, oh, she's so stupid, like I was always laughing at them, tell the truth, It's not my mistake. Because you've been too carried away by the question, and it could happen to everyone. I realize it. What is a rock and roll?
Who is Richie Valens?
I don't know.
John, for the Kinks. That's right.
Kinks, but I don't want to watch rock and roll. This show needs to come back. This show needs. No, that's not no. I actually read it really quickly. This. So far, I actually need it. I never. It's not really the manners make comfort. I'm actually already very comfortable with English. Anyone who watches this makes, you know what, this is really the old version. Makes. I'm actually extremely comfortable with English. Much faster. You know, those people who say that, oh, you're not understanding the very fundamental of English. Let me actually know. This, you know, session has been designed. I've been actually thinking and wondering, God, please help me to actually, you know, prove this one. I'm actually, you know, very dying to at least have my conscience, you know, fully read by those skeptics who've been actually constantly doubting my innocence. Then I finally, you know, realized to have this epiphany. Oh, then why don't you use it? There was no chance that I would have remembered 200, 300 episodes, which I actually literally had to stop to watching more than 2 years ago. There was no chance. In 2017 or 2018, shortly before my trip to Europe, as I've already mentioned, that was really the last time that I've been actually visiting with these. I had no understanding and no idea. I have no great memory to recollect everything. I mean, let me show you. But many of the questions to deceive any type of, you know, if there is especially a people question, they just actually use it as a present tense to deceive any type of, you know, like cues related to the past tense. But unless there are, you know, history questions are always written very accurately. I know it. This is really tendency. I've been actually a viewer of Jeopardy for many years. I noticed it. No, I'm not thinking. Oh, that's really so not true. The only reason, I mean, at the first, you know, I've been actually thinking of Charlotte, and I really swear to God, I know I've been actually thinking of Georgie and Charlotte, but I changed it in my mind and it said two. You know, I had to think about, you know, how many years that had already taken past. But the thing is, you know, many of, you know, a people's question, personality quizzes, regardless of, you know, history section, they're written in present tense. I mean, what someone's name is really written in that way. Like this, I can actually prove it. Many of the neutral questions are actually written in present tense, regardless of, you know, someone else. Oh, she is really a very famous person in the 19th century, like this, you know, and there are many questions I can prove it. But if this is a really history question to prove the actual accuracy of the timeline, there is written in past. But, you know, who is this person? They even actually saying that, regardless of the tense, you know, they even actually mentioning in the present tense, so not to actually drop any type of hints or cues that might actually be thrown to someone else, or, you know, given to someone else. I'm not lying. Is it true? I'm not actually thinking. Who is a Holzer? James Holzer Howard. You want to see? I really read something. I changed it really. I really thought about the Charlotte. That I stopped to myself because, you know, I had 2 children with any of her. Anyway, even she died many years ago, but she is still remembered as a nanny of 2 royal children, right? Even though, you know, she used to and take care of many kids, but she is still a royal nanny of 2 children. That fact is not really, you know, normally in American English, people actually say that. No, she is a nanny, royal nanny, who used to be remembered as but you know what, as I've already actually mentioned that, I mean, who used to be remembered as 2 children. But the thing is, it has been written in present tense, but I actually saw it. But many of different questions, except the category of history, they're actually written and presented in the present tense, trying not to give too much of a hint that could actually be withdrawn from the contextual sense. They just really said, who is this person? And what is she up to? Like this, you know, there are many present tense, you know, because of the, you know, contextual test. Except, you know, a history quiz. If some questions that belong to history or historical events were strictly written in a chronological sense, but except these, you know, they're written in the present tense most of the times. I actually put my hand on it. Yeah, I bet my farmland on it. And I actually know about to see Charlotte, but 2. Oh, that's really bizarre, because now we know what the royal kids' children, 3 of them. No, that actually was a feeling many years ago. I kind of forgot that. I'm so sorry. Doesn't matter. Anything is impossible. I don't really need to. Who is it? James Holzhauer. I kind of forgot writing that down. But it's really easy. I never actually repeated it. Who is, James Holzhauer? I'm actually extremely great with, understanding. No, I've never seen it. You know what? Everything is captured in it. Everything is captured and viewed by this. Everything. Have I actually, seen, revisited James Holzhauer? No. James Holzhauer was, many years ago. So I have no idea. Where is it? I can never even find it. I don't know. But I'm 100% certain. Who is James Holzhauer? I saw it. Excuse me, what do you actually mean by that? I'm really fast, It's not really a necessity. That's really the problem. I'm actually even much faster. Think about it. I'm actually given a sentences. I have to actually give out an answer much quicker than those of contenders in order to at least prove my innocence or the safety and the security of my understanding well ahead of time. That type of, knee-jerk auto response is really the classes of my English. What the fuck is wrong with the asshole? It's not a necessity. Well, let me actually have anything. Oh, please, let me actually... No, I'm not thinking about it. Just a full access. I need a full episode. Just need a full episode. Any year is impossible. Maybe. I don't know. Anything is impossible. Just give me anything. Why is it in that way? I don't need to. I'm actually much faster. You can actually take the question away from me. I'm actually much faster. More Jeopardy. No. James Holzhauer. Exactly. Have I made a mistake? Never. Let me actually show you. I have evidence. I've never seen his name. James Holzhauer. Now. James. I said James. Although he looks really stupidly like F. But I said James. Have I ever been mistaken? James. It's my writing. If there was any film watcher, I said it written down in that way. That's not F. Don't actually fucking try to say that. My F is like this, never been in that way. And I've already orally said it. James and James and James. James like the beach, the peach. The royal darts and the story James and the great peach and whatever. Don't actually fucking try to say that this is really kind of F. No, are you going to say that? Just like the Roger Stone? Have I actually written down the Roger Stone? No. This is really the problem. You guys are fucking biased to say that I had it written down as, James. No! I have it pronounced as James and James and James so many times, and there is really the recording that proves, that proves my innocence and my side of the story. Because, while I was writing, I've been actually saying James, it was really still actually, written and recorded. And still, even after there is a really tiny line in it, that's how I actually write down a J. You see this tiny line here? You see this area? It's really still actually seen. There's a little line in it, even actually knowing that that's how I actually normally write down J. And there is a tiny line on it. And I've been actually saying the James and James and James. Are you going to say that I had it written down F in that way because of it? That's what exactly you had it done to me, when I actually written down a Bill de Blasio. Even though I've been actually yelling at James, that are going to say Fames. Roger, but they said Rogers. Because of my writing, my slappy writing. But many American, indeed, if you ever actually had experience to live in the United States, or, if you have you ever had any first-hand experience in the United States, many people really had a sloppy handwriting. That's not my scene. I've said, James, even actually knowing. That's not how I actually normally write down James. Even actually, normally, indeed in that way. I'm not actually dragging it that way. Still, again, I just actually normally do it in that way. That's how I actually write down J. I'm not lying. I said James and James. And you know what? There is a very, smoking gun in it. If I was, while I was writing down J and speaking James, there was, every motion which has been watched by this video. If you ever watched it, my handwriting was actually really writing down F or J. Which one have I actually done? You can actually tell me. I swear to God. And then, no, fucking asshole. Truly, a dear God actually gave me an epiphany. Oh, you know what? You've been under an enormous pressure to prove, how quickly you can actually name any type of products, how quickly you can actually understand American sentences. I've been actually thinking, and my brain was about to explode. I'm actually in a really natural condition to be automatic. And that really matters, are perfectly installed in my brain. There was no, discomfort in terms of naming any type of phenomenon or products or whatever type of incident. That's really the thing. I had no problem. But these fuckers are constantly saying that, no, you had a difficulty. Let me actually have another chance to prove you. I need a full episode. I'm actually looking for a full episode because I don't like cut off one. I don't know. No, shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna kill you. I'm actually much faster in English. I don't fucking understand Korean. I don't know. I don't fucking know them. I cannot. When I was talking to Schwan, the first thing that came to my mind was, German. Swan. Not really Korean. There is no place. I don't fucking know how that should be called in Korean. And, I actually thought over more than a second. Yeah, Metacon. Let's just try to see that. I'm not really crazy. Metacon. MET. Icebreakers. And Metacon. I don't really understand that. I don't really understand it, but the only thing that I know is, I don't really understand it. The only word that I heard is 생리통. 생리통 is really easy. What? Cramp. Have you not actually noticed that? Menstrual cramp? Because I remember that, I just actually watched the Netflix documentary program, which actually told me back then in 1950s, heroin was just actually a painkiller as an alleviator, which was given to many people to relieve their pain as quickly as possible, even for a menstrual cramp. If you are actually on period, you are actually going through a cramp that might actually contract your muscles, then you might actually have a very uncomfortable feeling.